Hey everybody, welcome to Northern Lion is a little fever-addled, but plays some Binding of Isaac Rebirth. A responsible amount of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth regardless. Eden runs. Nothing to worry about. D20 and larger than usual tiers? No, that's just a good damage stat, I guess. CP22, B2, JV. I don't want to take this pill yet. So we got an extra HP. Basically, we got breakfast. I don't know if it's breakfast or dinner or which one it is. Combined with the D20. So my head is buzzing a little bit, not just because of the Dayquil, but because I'm thinking about permutations for what we can do here. I'm thinking we want to get 5 cents on this floor so we have a chance to spawn an arcade on the next floor. Then we can use that arcade on the next floor to basically solve all of our consumable related problems for a while. But most of all, I'm thinking, if we get Mom's Knife and Proptosis on this run, I'm not changing anything. We will just roll along with that instead of trying to get funky with it like I did on the last run. And it just led to pure despair. We still won, though. I don't know why I was about to add, like, of course we still won. But, you know, we could have easily lost that that D4 run. Pretty much just got carried by a high amount of bombs. And that's, you never want to be in that position on the chest where the bombs are the principal thing making your run tick. But we made it through regardless. Even though we had Dead Bird for, like, 8 consecutive rerolls, we made it through regardless. Even though we had no damage in Lord of the Flies about 100 times in a row. Isn't that the exact same one? No, they count as HP upgrades. All right. 2 Spirit Hearts. Lots of HP to gamble with. We still want to see what our item room contains for us on this floor. The pill is even less useful now than it was moments ago because it might be a health down that puts us even further away. Oh, my. Oh. Why? Why have you forsaken me? You want me to do this? Tell you what, I mean, the last run was a D4 run. Fucking like 1 in 200 odds or something stupid, but last run was a D4 run. This run, whatever we get, the first time, at least this is my idea. Oh my lord. The first time we get something half decent, I'm tapping out. In fact, let's try this once. We got HP out of that. It's like Pyro, no, 10 bombs. Really? The bomb stem thing there is just from 10 plus 10 bombs? I thought it was a little bit more dramatic than that, but apparently not. Those are not our secret rooms. Fuck it. Let's just finish this off. I am a moron, and a moron just re-rolls. I can't really hit those notes, but you get the idea. Okay. We can do this. What did we do last time? What was the principal problem with our last run? Took the D4. I mean, we had to take the D4. That was a no-brainer, in my opinion. Then we took it too far. We had 2 really good runs. One of them was excusably re-rolled. That was Ipecac Mom's Eye. That one was great, but also very dangerous. The one before it, Mom's Knife Proptosis. Way before, but before nonetheless. Mom's Knife Proptosis. That would have been a dream run 99% of the time. And we have forsaken it. We had forsaken it. Now we are not going to forsake it. We're going to get... Oh, God. A deal with the devil here. That's our principal thing of importance. Get that deal with the devil. Oh, fantastic. Just balling out of control on pills so far. It was looking so good. But now it is starting to fall apart at the seams a little bit, but it only starts to matter when we get to this deal with the devil. If we don't get the deal, then that's a real problem. If we do get the deal, fantastic. And we'll start having some considered rerolls, because I really don't want to fuck it up, basically. Pardon my French. We don't really want Loki's Horns. I'll take it so that it can be rerolled with the next batch of D4. I was just thinking we'll go to the shop and then, you know, blow up the donation machine a lot, then reroll it all with the D20, and then I realized that was a long-distant pipe dream. Oh my god, what the heck? What caused this? And I don't mean the damage that I took, I mean what caused the troll engine to forsake me so hard. Come on, just work with me here. You know, it's fucking... I'm trying to think of a movie that is a good example, you know, it's like Die Hard, where at the end of the first Die Hard, Bruce Willis is like, man, that was pretty fucked up, right? I hope we never have to do that again, and then you're like, Die Hard 2, you know, coming out this fall. You're like, what the hell happened? It's exactly the same, like we escaped Nakatomi Plaza with everybody that could have been alive, still alive. For a national hero, Carl Winslow patted us on the back and gave us his permission to date his daughter, but we didn't need it because we already had Carol Gennaro. I'm starting to forget her name. Kathy Genovese? I can't remember here. Anyway, hopefully that doesn't take away too much of my die-hard cred. Let's see if we get a deal with the devil. If we don't get a deal with the devil, then we start pounding on this D4, trying to reroll it into good stuff. And if we get anything that has potential, that's what I'm living with for the rest of my day here. I'm not going to be too finicky about it. We did get a deal with the devil. Holy crap. Someone up there likes me. It's Brimstone. We reroll everything. Monstro's Lung, Brimstone. One day you'll have your chance to shine, but today is not that day. Oh, we are just terrifying right now. I am ready to go, though, and you know what? I'm a little mad. I'm a little mad that the game hooked us up with the D4 again. Spread the love out a little bit. You know, I'm a big fan of the D4. Brimstone Ludo. Okay, well, obviously we're not re-rolling this run at this point because it's just absurd, but I'm a big fan of the D4, but you gotta choose your battles, and I don't think this is a good battle to be choosing right now, honestly. And it's gonna be hard to sell this one, but there's no way I'm re-rolling this. This is already like a 1% synergy. Probably like a 2% synergy if I'm being super anal about it, but it's rare. Let's put it that way. What is this? Tears down. Fantastic. I found pills. We're just knocking it out of the park today. And I'm so happy that at least, not only did we get Brimstone, which is basically like a pipe dream that turned out to come true, but I'm so stoked that it was like Brimstone Ludo, so that anyone who's complaining like, oh, just take Brimstone, win the run, yeah, you pussy. Look at this, I got a big circle that you can put your dick into and I'll chop it off like it's a cigar cutter, alright? That's how I feel about that. This run is looking sweet right now. Tears up, whatever, not a huge deal. We're gonna try to get rid of the D4 at our earliest convenience. I'm actually very frightened that I'll just hit the spacebar by accident and reroll what is a magnificent run here into something that is not so magnificent. Like, here's how it happens. How do we reroll our whole run? Curse of the Maze. Try to walk into the boss fight, only it turns out to teleport us somewhere else. So I hit the spacebar to try to do the vignette, like skip the vignette, and I end up taking damage. That's how it happens. We are in Curse of the Maze here. Not taking damage, sorry, but re-rolling the whole run. So if we could just not hit the spacebar here. Keep your thumb well away from the spacebar. None of these are active items. I wish there was a button to drop active items. There's not. That's okay. Just try not to make a terrible mistake right now. Luckily, there's no other prompts in the game that require the use of the spacebar. And you know what? I'm like, let's get the hell out of this floor. I don't want to be on the Curse of the Maze floor anymore. I'll admit that I'm my own worst enemy as well. Like, I'm starting to get the shakes a little bit. Starting to say, you know, we could just re-roll it once. What's the worst that could happen? Well, we'll lose this incredible synergy that I'm a huge fan of. Yeah, but isn't it worth it? It's not at all worth it. Just stay away from the spacebar. Let me out of this floor. John Cusack. What was that movie? Room 1308? Something like that? I can't remember. It was actually pretty good. Okay. No curse. That means it's extremely unlikely I hit the spacebar here unless I have like a panic fart and do it that way. Might as well use a bomb here. And my relaxation, my mood here will go, you know, 180 degrees just as soon as I can get a spacebar item, I swear. All I need to do is replace this, and then pretty much nothing can stop us. We have Ludovico technique. You know, we have the world's biggest blue baby's only friend. We don't want to take technology 2 here. I think it might be interesting without Brimstone, but with Brimstone, it's only gonna make my life harder. And that's pretty much the last thing on my to-do list right now. Okay. Candle? No, nope, that's not a candle. That's an enemy composed of pure money. Should have named him U.S. Politics, am I right? Hi-oh! Okay, I'll be here all weekend. That was not a good joke. I know this. This is why. See, the trick is you can make a bad joke as long as you add, like, some self-awareness at the end of it so you don't have to be like, What? I thought it was funny. No, you make the bad joke that you know is bad, and then nobody can get mad at you because you said, what, at the end of it. Okay, we got the halo. It's good. 9 lives. Bible. It's one of the very, very few times I'm going to be taking the Bible. Doesn't really matter what order we do this in, I think, but we're taking the Bible specifically so I don't end up getting rid of, the sweet-ass synergy that I'm rocking right now. And you know what? I'm actually going to get the hell out of this floor. We've already been to our item room. We've already been to our shop. I know we're only 8 minutes into the run, This is an unbelievable amount of power coursing through my fingertips right now, and I'm very excited to be rocking it down. And if they want us to go fast, if they're going to give us the opportunity to go fast, we're going to go fast. I will admit, brain feels a little bit broken. You know, I've already disassociated like the left and right hand into doing their own motions here. I find the less I think about that, the better. Once you start thinking about it, you start to, you know, you put too much attention on it, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. It's like Guitar Hero sometimes. You just gotta, if you're hitting the notes, don't ask questions, you know? Once you start being unable to hit the notes, that's where you can get some considered thought. Right now, just let the human brain do what it's capable of doing, unlock its true potential. Have been taking some echinacea today, so I'm pretty much superhuman right now. Been drinking some kombucha? I have not actually, but that does seem like something you drink when you're sick and it makes you healthy. At least that's, I know that it's a homeopathic remedy. I'm just saying, when I get sick, all science goes out the window once I'm the one that's actually sick. Like, even if I have just a cold, I'll go get some ginger ale from the store, and then people will be like, you know, ginger ale's never really been proven to help with the common cold. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The placebo effect is real. You know that. Let me use the placebo effect to my advantage, although technically, I guess once you're aware of the placebo effect, it doesn't help you out. Also, being sick is a great excuse to drink a lot of ginger ale. You only get 2 excuses to drink ginger ale when you're an adult. One of them is when you're on an airplane, and then when somebody goes, ginger ale, you go, it just tastes different. There's studies or something. And then the other one is when you're ill. When you're sick, you can drink ginger ale. No one can question you. You might say no one should question you regardless because you're an adult, but people do. Oh, and you do it too. Don't deny it. All right. Gate fight, very simple. Speed upgrade, actually pretty worthwhile. And spirit hearts would actually be nice, but guppy items I'm not going to say no to. We got some spirit hearts. Speed down, fantastic. But we got a luck upgrade. Made really good use of those speed ups for sure. All right, this time we don't have any excuse to leave early. We have to, or should at least, do a little bit of exploration and figure out just what the heck is going on with our item room and shop here. No getting around that one. We should also see if we can find a teleportation card, because I'm going to make the game, pardon my language here. Am I right? No, pardon my language here, but I'm going to make the game my bitch. In like a consensual, kind of like, you know, we're both cool with it sort of way. I'm going to dominate the shit out of the game, and pretty much this is its punishment for fucking me over completely last time when I tried to be a nice guy. I used the D4 like crazy, but didn't work out that way, unfortunately. So now it said, hey, here's your D4, you know, do what you gotta do, I guess. And we are going to take advantage of the game as much as is possible here. It's a very uncomfortable metaphor that never stopped being uncomfortable. The more I talked, the worse it got. My apologies for that. We will head down to the next floor. That's a magician card. Interesting, but not probably worth the resources required to grab it. No problems here, there, or everywhere. We can still get in here because our HP is not that good. And we get nothing of value. At least we would expect to get nothing of value. There's always the chance you could open up that iron chest or regular chest and get like a red chest that has a guppy item. But, you know, we're dealing with very, very low percentages there. I do want that key, though. It would be stupid to grab that one. Or not grab that one, I should say. Yeah, Mom's key, finally. Something to do here. And you know what? You've been good to me, Donation Machine. Maybe not specifically on this run. I have no idea what you've done. Pretty much I've been in my own world here. But I donated as much as I could. Allow me to take this time, you know. People might say, NL, you get sick a lot. That's not... I don't think that that's true. The last time I was actually sick, believe it or not, this might put your life in perspective. The last time I was actually sick was March. Right after PAX East, believe it or not. And that was also when we were in the middle of making a big move. So it was like a very, very stressful, very active time. And also coupled with a convention that was like, you know, across the country. Which, oh, I should not have come in here yet. But, this is important. See, if you're going to yell at me for not min-maxing properly here, this is on you. Because I'm about to teach you something that is extremely important. The last time I was sick, I learned a very valuable lesson about mixing, when you put it this way, it sounds like it's very illegal, but mixing stimulants. But do not mix caffeine and Dayquil. Dayquil is it's a stimulant. Should just use the Bible there, probably. You know what? I think this is gonna be fine. Let's give this a try. I'll use the Bible here and just hide out. But Yeah, Dayquil is a stimulant. I forget what the active ingredient is in it. It's like pseudoephedrine or something like that. Like, literally, it's illegal for, like, dietary supplements because, like, people are gonna have a heart attack. In the U.S., at least. I know pseudoephedrine and ephedrine have their own bucket of worms associated with them within the fitness community and stuff like that. But anyway, don't drink coffee and take Dayquil at the same time, which might seem obvious. But when I came up with that revelation, not revelation, but when I basically asked about it because I was feeling super lightheaded in a video, people were like, yeah, definitely, like, don't do that. That's real bad. It basically just makes you feel like you're gonna faint. Your blood pressure, I think, goes... It does something that blood pressure should not do. Maybe it comes into the negative, you know, you start having air pressure or something. No, I don't, it doesn't matter. I'm being facetious, but... yeah, I felt like I was gonna pass out. It was not an exciting time in my life. Thought I might die. But I think that, on occasion, you know, sometimes when I'm just driving to the grocery store, so... That's probably more of a me issue, I suppose. What's going on over here? Oh, you're still... Oh, we can make it, we can make it, we can make it. Don't, you blew up my cover, you jerk! So we got Capricorn out of this boss rush already. Anyway, the long and the short of that story, which was very meandering, I'll admit, was if you're ever sick, don't drink coffee and then take Dayquil. That's the long and short of it, in case you zoned out for a while there. You will feel bad, probably. Man, this guy's, like, real fast. Anyway, I'm hoping that we get something... good. I was gonna say better, but honestly, Capricorn's really great. So if we can get something half decent from finishing boss rush, I mean, we haven't obviously put too much investment into it. Like, there's not a whole heck of a lot of danger associated with our approach right now. Pretty much just hanging out over the rock and directing an enormous brimstone laser on top of where the enemy is. My ideal way of doing business, pretty much. One of you's gotta go. Yeah, there we go. Both of you had to go, apparently. I did not know. A lump of coal would be sweet, but I think it can only show up from Krampus, obviously, so I wouldn't expect to see it here. Maybe on the next floor or something like that. These guys might be able to make it over. Please don't explode. Thank you. One more. All right. We're getting close to the tail end here. This is our last wave of bosses, so to speak, and almost all of our cover is now gone. I do not appreciate this. We got a few more enemies that can shoot bombs, but pretty soon it won't matter because we won't need cover anymore. Oh, you were close, mister. Might drop a spirit heart for me, and you did. Get death killed as soon as possible. Can't even see the scythes, they just blend in with the screen. What just hit me there? Was it a scythe? I don't know what happened to my voice. I'm recording now because I'm like, man, tomorrow I might not have a voice at all, so... But on the bright side, I only have, you know, 2 streams, one of which is a Rocket League monthly final, and, you know, my own 6 videos a day to record, so it should be fine. But I'm not complaining, and I mean that sincerely. It's just gonna be a rough day, but I'll do it, because my job is great, and I'll do it if I can do it. If I have to take a personal day, I can take a personal day. I'll just deal with the 400 tweets that are like, why aren't you streaming right now? Yeah, we'll take Box of Spiders. Why not, right? Why not? I mean, there's a half-decent reason, the Bible, but I'd rather just try to find an active ability to fly, or a passive ability to fly. And we know our spiders are going to be super disgusting in terms of the damage that they deal. I don't think that we're going to get anything out of Wiggle Worm, but why not try it? It's not like I have anything else holding me back right now. Might as well give it a shot. That is so much cooler. I am very glad that I gave this a try. And it's looking extremely likely, as it has been for a while, but it's looking extremely likely that we're going to push this to 23, or I think it's maybe 22, that we're at right now. Very, very good Eden streak by my standard, at least. Oh, God. We still could use some speed. At least we're never going to take a speed down pill on purpose again. Oh, we'll just take a health down instead. No big deal. Tears down. Also a pretty good one. Very valuable. I like the way that it's not just a pattern, but it's also a pattern that, like, rotates. That is neat. I should have picked up Mom's Purse. We did have the opportunity to. I would have had a bomb donation machine, but whatever. Whatever. Donation machine's not even my real friend. Not even my real dad. Then we could have seen, like, 2 different interactions here if we'd been lucky enough to maybe get, I don't know, Hookworm. Which, admittedly, we're talking pretty unlikely here, but would have been a cool opportunity if we'd had the option to do it. Or if we'd thought about it. That was very poor on my part. Damage that never should have been taken. But I really don't think that this run falls apart. The crux of a win is pretty much just not making terrible mistakes like the one I made back there in that Loki room. But the crux of like a guaranteed win is just getting an ability to fly here or, you know, somewhere soon. Guppy would also be fairly hilarious. Hematemesis, man. The worst superhero of all time. I don't think I'm going to go into the curse room. We only have one Guppy item. It's a good one, but all the more excellent to just stand on its own then, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Emperor? Justice is pretty good. Probably not likely to be super relevant, but either way, that's fine. Yeah, we've been very lucky on this run, so, you know, thank you D4 for basically nothing. You didn't give me too much on this one, but thank you Ludo Brimstone. I appreciate it. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. And we'll get a range plus damage upgrade in Jesus Juice. And this run is now on autopilot. That didn't help out that much. No deal with the devil either, but pretty much we're just in don't take dumb damage territory. So I'll go with, I don't know, I'll start listing off my favorite, you know, albums of the 90s. I think probably you gotta have Illmatic in there somewhere. I mean, it set the foundation for a lot of, you know, the cerebral rap and hip-hop that would follow after 94. Of course, you got stuff like Ready to Die and, you know, the Tupac discography in there as well. But for 90s hip-hop, you know, I'm a Liquid Swords, Illmatic kind of guy. Probably of the Pavement albums, I'm more of a Crooked Rain sort of guy. Spiderland by Slint, definitely a landmark in post-rock. Speaking of which, it's not really post-rock, but in the shoegaze genre, you got to give Loveless some love. Nevermind, a huge classic. Same with Pearl Jam's Black, no question about that. You know, Yola Tango got up to some cool stuff. Modest Mouse, speaking of Yola Tango, we can do like I Can Hear the Heart Beating as one or something like that. Modest Mouse, Moon in Antarctica, traditionally thought of as being like a year 2000 album, so probably you'd be looking at This Is a Long Drive for someone with nothing to think about it. I guess most people will probably go Lonesome Crowded West out of those, which is fair. And I'm out. I think I've done it all that I can remember off the top of my head, at least. Yes, okay. Let's move along then. Favorite albums of the 1950s. Elvis Presley's greatest hits. I don't know anything about music before like the year 1977. Okay, which is it's when music started, if you ask me, because it's when television's Marquee Moon came out. But anyway, I digress. Was this a Yara rune? Burkano, not particularly exciting or enticing in either direction. Ooh, okay. I really wish that we just had something like a little bit zanier. Infestation 2 would really kick this off. Maybe we'll have the chance, you know, we still got 4 items coming on the chest, but this is gonna come in at like a sub 24 run. I mean, I don't want to be too Kiefer Sutherlandy about it, but yeah, this is gonna be a run that's over extremely quickly, so I can't really complain about what we've gotten. The only thing that I want is I have this lovely flower following me around here. The only thing that I would want is a little more zaniness. This is already like top 5% zany, but it's very much primed to get into that top like 1%. All it needs is a little bit more over the top. I don't know, what would happen if we picked up like Tiny Planet? I want to find out. Can't even see consumables on the ground as a result of this like prodigious laser we have here. Oh, that could be a Joker card, which could provide us with... I don't even know what Mom's Knife would do here, but that's just immediately what my brain goes for. Sure, we'll take credit card. Fantastic. Alright, let's see how quickly we kill Isaac. This will be a good measure of our actual damage. It's not bad, but really the draw of this run is not in, you know, Brimstone polyphemusing it or something like that, you know, killing Isaac in no time flat. It's still really good damage, but that's not the principal draw. The principal draw is the Spinning Lotus here. You know what would have been cool? Lump of Coal again, because it expands and contracts as you move closer and further away from your Brimstone tier, and it might have been able to kind of like flip in on itself if you got too close, depending on how that pattern is like calculated there. I don't know. Maybe not. Kamikaze. Fat Odd Mushroom's okay. Regular HP, I guess why not? And Mongo Baby is alright. It's got a good old friend here with it tonight, and I guess it's doing alright. Might as well get that out of the way. The Jody Messina reference. So even with Judas' Shadow, you know what? No, I'm not gonna kill myself to use Judas' Shadow. First off, it gets used after the 9 lives, which is ridiculous. It's amazing if you're the Lost, as we found out recently, because you can get the 9 lives out before Judas' Shadow, so you get to stay as the Lost instead of Dark Judas. However, it's not really that important for us right now. I'm not even going to take the HP. I'd like to get the card as soon as possible. An Emperor card, perhaps. A credit card doesn't do too much for us. Well, you were going to die. Not much I can do about that. I tried, temporarily. No half hearts. I don't even know if Hematemesis can drop half hearts now that I think about it. Alright, well, this has been a fun one. These Eden runs continue to be very, very strange. Strange isn't a bad thing necessarily. Strange is usually in Isaac, I think, a really good thing. Predictability is where the game starts to get stale. Even though there is like a flow chart for Isaac that you can basically do to give yourself the best chance possible of winning the runs you're on, this kind of novelty really adds a lot to the replay value. Just maybe don't give me D4 again on the next run, if we're speaking about variety. Don't really care if I kill Greed last, or Gluttony last. Not Gluttony, Wrath, doesn't really matter. SMB Super Fan is completely okay. It's like our 3rd all-stats upgrade, I think it is. Capricorn, Halo, now SMB Super Fan. Oh, still love to have Magic Mush. If they'll have me. You should be dead. No more chests. Oh, come on. I said it was a sub 24 minute run. You gotta make me look like a freaking liar just because I chose the wrong direction once. The whole reason I do this is for the prestige and the status involved of correctly predicting to the nearest minute. Oh, does this do anything? Correctly predicting to the nearest minute the times on my Rebirth runs. And you have broken my heart and you have broken my soul. Oh, what's this one? Prayer card. What a waste. I'm thinking, like, there's just too much space down here for this to not be the right way to go. Like, this has to be the boss fight coming up, not obviously the big room. Although it would be cool if there were, like, double blue baby fights or something like that occasionally. I don't know what would trigger it, but it's an interesting idea. We'll go back for that. These are, like, the ideal rooms to have when you have a tier effect like this. Pretty much kill, like, 8 enemies at the same time. Lovely. See what this chest holds. Celtic Cross, pretty much completely irrelevant right now, but it's the thought that counts. This might not even be a sub 26 run. Jeez, I'm losing my edge. Okay, we gotta try out that one. And of course, one room before the end. Are you gonna make me look like an idiot for not taking Mom's purse and seeing what the cool kind of synergy between those 2 tier effects could have been? Trinket tier effects, whatever you want to call them. Changes nothing. Okay, well, I don't feel so bad now. Probably wouldn't have changed anything. Oh, weird. Probably wouldn't have changed anything to have them both at the same time. I don't know. We'll run around here. We'll throw in some bombs on occasion. Speed it up a little bit. I'm a little worried about being hurt because I don't know how that's going to affect us with Cursed Eye. Maybe I'll teleport. I hope not, because I'm having a pretty good time right now. I'm not going to sing the Queen song because it feels like my brain is going to explode out of my head. But that'll do it for this run. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.